But now, sa point of view naman ni sellers, kasi di ba yung last PowerPoint discussion or narration ko is about how to journalize or how to record business transactions at the point of view of the buyer. So this time, tayo naman ay si seller. So first, let's define what a seller is. So kung si buyer ay the one who acquires or buys or purchases goods from the supplier or from the seller, kabaliktaran man si seller. Si seller naman yung nagbebenta. So, a seller is one who offers his or her merchandise for sale in exchange for monetary payment. So, kaya mapapansin nyo dito sa mga format or proforma journal entries natin kay seller's point of view, wala kayong makikitang purchases, purchase returns and allowances, and purchase discounts. Kasi, yung mga account titles na yun, ay ginagamit lang kay buyer's books. Tama? Tapos, take note na under periodic inventory system pa rin tayo. After natin ma-discuss tong kay seller's point of view, under periodic inventory system, tsaka pa lang tayo lilipat kay perpetual inventory system. But take note, yung point of view, lahat ng account titles na makikita natin dito or lahat ng proforma journal entries na makikita natin kay seller's point of view or sa libro ni seller ay parehas rin lang kay mapa-periodic or perpetual. Magkakaroon lang tayo ng karagdagang tawag dito entry for the movement of the inventory. So, later on, makikita nyo kung ano yung talagang pinagkaiba ng periodic at perpetual. So, let's begin our discussion. So, for example, sold merchandise for cash. So, what's the entry for this kind of transaction? So, we debit cash kasi tayo si seller, makaka-receive tayo ng cash and we credit it to sales. Next, what if tayo naman yung naka-receive ng ng mga returned defective merchandise from our buyers. Halimbawa, nakapagbenta tayo sa kanila ng defective products. Hindi naman maiiwasan yun, kaya nga may warranty, diba? So, ano magiging entry natin? And not only that, halimbawa, we allow our buyers to have an allowance for any returns. And halimbawa naman, nagbigay tayo or nag-grant tayo sa kanila ng discount. So, ano ang entry natin dito sa libro natin bilang seller? So, we debit sales returns and allowances and we credit accounts receivable. Class, take note na si sales returns and allowances, ito po ay, ang normal balance niya ay debit. Kasi, it intends to reduce the amount of sales na account title. Again, di ba doon sa kabila kay purchases, we have purchase discount and purchase returns and allowances. Yung dalawang yun yung nakakapagpa-reduce sa amount ni purchases. But this time, kay seller, ang nakakapagpabawas naman sa account title ng sales ay itong si sales returns and allowances and sales discount. So, mamaya sa illustration natin for discounts, makikita nyo si sales discount na account title. But for this type of transaction, ito ang entry. Debit sales returns and allowances and credit accounts receivable. Kung on account yung transaction. Pero, halimbawa, paano on account? Halimbawa, yung original transaction natin kay buyer natin ay nangutang siya sa atin ng supplies. Then later on, binalik niya sa atin yung supplies kasi defective nga. That's why, babawasan natin yung sales natin. Pero paano babawasan yung sales? Mag-establish tayo ng sales returns and allowances and bawasan natin yung receivable natin kay customer. That's why naka-credit this time si accounts receivable. Next. Paid cash refund for returned merchandise. What if? Dito kasi, diba, binawasan natin yung receivable kasi on account yung transaction. But what if binili sa atin ni buyer yung supplies, then later on sinoli sa atin kasi defective nga, edi ang gagawin natin, we need to return the cash that our buyer has paid to us, 'di ba? So that's why i-credit natin si cash kasi ibabalik natin kay supplier. Ngayon, naka-debit ulit sa sales returns and allowances kasi yan ay returns from our buyer. Next, transportation charges incurred in selling merchandise. So, we debit freight out or delivery expense and we credit cash or accounts payable. Again, remind ko lang kayo na yung accounting for freight charges, separate yung discussion sa kanya. Doon nyo kasi malalaman who should shoulder the burden of paying the delivery fee, sino ba ang dapat magbayad, pero sino muna ang nagbayad, mga ganong scenario. Meron kasing case na si seller ang dapat magbayad pero inabunuhan muna ni buyer yung shipping fee or vice versa. So, pag ganun kasi may madadagdagan na payable or may madadagdagan na receivable. Anyways, separate naman yung discussion sa kanya. So, again, balik tayo dito. Transportation charges incurred in selling merchandise. Again, pag tayo si seller, freight out. Kasi pa-out yung inventory sa atin, 'di ba? But, sa libro ni buyer, recall lang natin, yan ay freight in. Pero freight in or freight out, debit ang normal balance niyan. Then, credit cash or accounts payable. Next, transaction. Collected account within the discount period arising from the sale of merchandise. So, halimbawa, tayo si seller. Nakaabot sa discount period si customer or si buyer. That's why, bibigyan natin siya ng cash discount. So, how are we going to record cash discount on our books? So, kung tayo ay si seller, ang tawag sa cash discount na yun ay sales discount. Pero kung tayo ay si buyer, i-recall lang natin, di ba, sa libro ni buyer, yan ay purchase discount. So, this time, de-debit tayo ng cash kasi makakasingil pa rin naman tayo sa kanya, 'di ba? Pero yung cash na ma-receive natin kay buyer is not equal to the account receivable that we have initially. Kasi babawasan nga natin ng sales discount. So, any difference between the receivable and the amount of cash na magiging actual payment sa atin ni buyer, yung difference niya mapupunta dito kay sales discount. But take note, pati ito nasa credit, ito dapat ay debit. Kasi si sales discount, diba? So, we have sales. Ay, ano ba yan? Sorry. Diba we have sales. Tapos, ang sales ay credit. Ang mga pangbawas kay sales ay sales returns and allowances and sales discount. Ipapasok natin kay sales returns and allowances kung yan ay galing sa mga returns. Sa mga soli, galing kay buyer. So, yan ay debit. Papasok natin kay sales discount kung yan ay galing sa cash discount na nag-grant natin kay buyer due to paying within the discount period. Due to the payment of our buyer, diba? So, yun. Okay, next. Later on naman with amounts din yan para mas maintindihan nyo. So, transportation charges incurred in selling merchandise. So, naulit. Ayan, sorry. So, collected account after the discount period. What if hindi na nakaabot si buyer sa cash discount or sa discount period na binigay natin sa kanya? Sa credit terms, So, kung magkano yung receivable natin sa kanya, yun din yung marireceive natin sa kanya talaga. Kasi hindi na siya magkakaroon or makaka-avail or makakamenos pa ng cash discount. That's why debit cash and credit accounts receivable ang ating proforma journal entry. Next. So, here are the account titles that we use in the books of the seller whenever we are recording business transactions under periodic. So, mapapansin nyo, si sales, ulit yan, lagay ulit natin yung normal balance. Si sales ay credit ang normal balance. Itong dalawa, kabawasan yan kay sales. That's why, tataliwasin yan yung normal balance ni sales. That's why, debit yung dalawang yan. Again, kung sa libro ni buyer, meron tayong purchase discounts and purchase returns and allowances na siyang magre-reduce sa value ni or sa amount ni purchases, This time, itong dalawang ito naman yun, ang gagawa nun. Babawasan nila yung amount ni sales. Kasi ano yung mga pwede makapagpababa sa sales natin kapag may returns, may sinoli sa atin yung customers natin, or kapag nag-grant tayo sa kanila ng cash discount or sales discount na tinatawag sa libro natin. The number 4 is freight out or delivery expense. Freight in yan sa libro ni buyer, sa libro ni seller, freight out. So, take note that these are the account titles used in the books of the seller. Okay, next. So, now, let's proceed with the illustrations na may kasama ng amounts. Para may mga computations na ulit tayo ng discounts, tsaka magkano ba talaga yung ma-receive natin from our buyers. So, on July 10, Persian Cat Trading sold merchandise worth 100,000 pesos. CODI cash on delivery to Diket Company. So, how are we going to record this transaction in the books of Persian Cat? Bilang siya yung seller, diba? So, pag nakabenta tayo, we debit since cash on delivery yan, we debit cash for 100,000 pesos and we credit it to sales 100,000 pesos. Next. On July 15, Persian Cat Trading sold merchandise to Porket Company for 150,000 pesos, receiving 20,000 down payment and the balance on account. Nagbigay siya ng credit terms na 210, 115, and 60. So, i-interpret muna natin tong credit terms since nagbigay sa problem. Class, diba 150,000 yung binenta ni seller papunta kay Porket Company. Ngayon, nagkaroon ng down payment na 20,000. So, may receivable pa na 130k or may balance pa na 130k. Ngayon, yung 130k na yan, kapag binayaran yan, yan ay payable within 60 days. Kapag binayaran yan within 10 days, makaka-avail pa si Porket Company ng 2% na cash discount. Pero kung lumampas siya dyan, pero pasok pa sa 15 days, makaka-avail naman siya ng 1% na lang na cash discount. Pag nagbayad siya from 16th day to 60th day, wala na siyang avail na cash discount. Itong 130,000 na to, babayaran niya ng buo. Okay, so yun yung analysis dito. So, anong entry natin muna on July 15? So, our entry on July 15 will be debit cash para sa down payment na 20,000 pesos, debit account receivable para doon sa balance, and credit mo sa sales, lahat yon 150,000. Class, take note, ang sales, yan ay benta natin. Ang sales, pwede yan manggaling sa mga cash sales. Pwede rin manggaling sa mga sales on account. In this case, may cash sales tayo na 20,000, then may sales on account na 130,000. That's why 150,000 yung total amount natin na i-credit kay sales. Okay, next. Persian Cat Trading received defective merchandise worth 10,000 from Porket Company. Balikan natin yung kanilang transaction. Ito yun, di ba? So, yung 130,000 na receivable ni Persian kay Porket, kailangan bawasan kasi magsasoli ng defective products. That's why, magkikredit tayo dapat na ng AR. So, ayan, nakakredit si AR, nakadebit ngayon si sales returns and allowances since yaan po ay returns from the buyer. 'Di ba? So, yan. Debit 10,000 na sales returns and allowances and credit account receivable from Porket 10,000 pesos. Plus, kung medyo nabibilisan kayo, edi i-post nyo tong video lecture or audio lecture na to. Hindi na ako nagpakita class kasi medyo bumabagal yung recording process pag kita pa ako. Pero kung gusto nyo naman, edi sige, sa next video, papakita ulit si ma'am. Baka nami-miss niya na itsura ni mami. So, yan. Persian Cat Trading received a partial payment of 20,000 from Porket Company. Again, pag ganito mga partial payment, hindi pa yan nalalagyan or maa-applyan ng discounts. Kailangan kasi before ma-applyan ng cash discount, mabawasan ng cash discount, kailangan full payment. So, ano entry dito? debit cash, since magbabayad sa atin si customer, ang nire-record natin point of view ni seller ha. Then, bawasan mo yung receivable kay Porket, 20,000. Magkano na utang ni Porket kay Persian? Diba, 130,000 initially. Less 10,000 na defective. Less 20,000. So, ang utang na lang, ang balance na lang, ay 100,000. So, analysis lang yun ha. Commercial lang. So, next. Persian Cat Trading received defective. Naulit ba? Hindi. So, nagbalik. Kay Dikit naman. Kasi kanina ano ba to? Si Persian Cat. Kung makakapagbento naman, dami naman defective. So, the Persian Cat Trading received defective merchandise worth 10,000 pesos from Dikit Company and refunded cash for returns. So, magsasoli sa atin, magkakaroon ulit tayo dyan ng sales returns and allowances. Then, i-credit natin this time ay si cash kasi magre-refund si customer ng cash galing sa atin. So, yan. Debit sales returns and allowances and credit cash 10,000 pesos. Next. Paid 3,000 transportation charges for merchandise sold to Porket Company. So, since, seller tayo, ano nga yung gagamitin natin na freight na account title, in or out. Since seller tayo, we're gonna use freight out. Then, credit cash, freight out or delivery expense, 3,000 and credit cash na 3,000. Next. Received payment from Porket Company. So, magkano na nga lang utang ni Porket? So, punta muna tayo dito sa computation. Kasi you need to go back to the previous transactions pertaining to transaction of the seller with Porket Company. So, pag binalikan nyo yung isa-isa yung mga transaction, so, yung initial transaction niya ay initial transaction date ay noong July 15 na 150,000, di ba nagkaroon ng down payment, that's why yung account receivable natin ay 130. Remember na nagsoli siya ng 10,000 worth of defective products, kaya binawas yung 10,000. Ang net sales na lang or ang net receivable na lang ni seller kay Porket ay 120,000 pesos less sales discount. 'Di ba? Nagbayad siya ng 20,000. So, na ito siya. Pero umabot siya sa discount period. Anong date to? Anong date to? July 30. So, ano yung initial transaction date? July 15. So, pasok siya doon sa 15 day na may discount na 2%. That's why, diba kanina, 215, 110, and 60 yung credit terms kung natatandaan nyo. That's why, itong net sales na 120,000 times 2% or times 0.02. The answer is 1,200. So, ang balance pa niya ay 118,800. I-deduct mo, di ba nagkaroon siya ng partial na 20,000. So, ang payment within the discount period ay 98,800. Ma'am, sabi mo kanina hindi kasama yung partial payment sa babawasan ng cash discount or sales discount. Kasi mamaya kasi magbayad si Porket ay lampas na ng may discount period. So, pag ganun, hindi na yan makakasama. Pero titingnan mo pa din. Pag umabot siya, isasama mo pa din yan. Pero yung computation, nandito tayo sa net sales, ba diba? So, 120,000 times 0.02 para makompute natin yung total sales discount. Kasi kumbaga, itong 20,000 na to, plus yung binayad, yung ibabayad niya sa remaining pa para sa balance niya talaga na 100,000 pa. E di yun, kailangan bawasan mo pa din yun ng 2%. Para naman hindi lugi sa'yo si buyer mo. Magrereklamo yan, bagay ganun. Okay, so paano entry? Kaya ang entry, debit cash, 98,800. Debit sales discount, yun na-compute natin na cash discount. And credit accounts receivable Porket. Diba, sabi natin kanina, ang receivable na lang natin kay Porket ay 100,000. Kasi from 150,000, may sulat nga natin. From 150,000, nagbayad or nag-down payment ng 20,000, nag-sorry ng 10,000 defective, and nagbayad pa, nagkaroon ng partial payment na 20,000. That's why 100,000 na lang yung remaining receivable. Pero yung computation nito ang medyo complicated. Yung computation niya, na-discuss na natin na ito. Okay? So, next transaction. On September 10, Persian Cat sold merchandise worth 60,000 to the company on account. Terms ay 3, end of the month, and 30. So, i-analyze ulit natin. Ang terms niya ay 3, end of the month. So, meaning to say, anong end of the month nito? September 30. So, from September 30, bilang ka ng 3, yun na ngayon. Pag nakabayad, until September 30, may 3% na cash discount na makukuha si ticket from Persian Cat. Pero payable within 30 days or hanggang bilang kayo 30 days after September 10. So, paano ang entry niyan? Debit account receivable from the Cat Company for 60,000 pesos and credit sales, 60,000 pesos. Next. On October 5, Persian Cat received payment from the Cat Company. Kung mapapansin nyo, kailan yung transaction date? September 10. Hanggang kailan lang may discount? September 30. October 5 nagbayad. Therefore, walang discount na ma-avail si Diket kay Persian. That's why, kung magkano yung receivable natin or ni Persian Cat na 60,000, yun din yung marireceive niya or masisingil niya kay Diket Company. So, yan. This ends our discussion on the periodic inventory system. Class, before tayo mag-proceed or before nyo i-play yung next presentation ko or audio lecture, kailangan master nyo na tong periodic. Kasi si perpetual, medyo mas complicated siya, mas comprehensive siya kasi yung movement ng inventories we need to account every time na may lalabas na inventory or may papasok na inventory. So, I advise, masterin nyo muna tong periodic inventory system. Kasi ang ginagamit sa NC3, I guess, ay yung perpetual. So, kailangan ma-master nyo din yung perpetual. But before proceeding to perpetual inventory na lecture, aralin nyo muna tong maigi. If there are any questions, feel free to send me a personal message via Neo LMS or via Messenger. Pwede din i-chat nyo sa akin yung tanong nyo. Anytime. Sige, anytime. Sasagutin ko kayo. Okay, class? Keep safe. Bye-bye.